saying I got some kind of privacy thing here from YouTube. Okay. Cancel. Okay, YouTube is showing me some kind of notification on the side, so we just gonna roll with it. I need to turn the fan on because I'm hot. Okay. Hopefully that's not too loud or too much noise. But I'm sitting up in my room, which now has the Brandy song stuck in my head. Been chilling most of the day, low key, relaxing, not doing much. But I wanted to check in. One, because I ain't had no video recorded for today, y'all. So been thinking and thinking a lot. Like, it's the last Sunday of the year. I told y'all before I was going to try to do these Sunday sit downs. I'm laughing. I started to change my shirt. Monica got something on me when I was trying to put her to sleep. I got on this Tune Squad with Lord sitting on me with Bugs Bunny and Tasmanian Devil and the Duck Dude, which made me laugh because I saw this in my stuff and I was like, I got post baby weight, COVID weight, all the weight. But I looked at that and I said, it look like I can fit it. And then I said, When I picked it up and held it, I said, it look like I can fit it. This may be a men's shirt, maybe that's why. Then when I looked at the size, it said it was a medium. And I was like, but it really looks like I should be able to fit this. So I went ahead and put it on. Here we are. Which also had me with the Space Jam soundtrack stuck in my head. Funny story is, despite the fact that I have this shirt and I got all this like Space Jam trivia, I hated that movie. I hated it. Like my little sister would play it incessantly, and I did not like the movie. So when the new one came out, and I was like, why even remake that movie? Then when everybody was talking about how bad it was in the reviews, I was like, they shouldn't have remade that movie. But what I was saying before I got distracted by myself, like I do, was I was thinking a lot about the fact that it's the end of the year. Like this is the last Sunday sit down. And I said before I was going to do these Sunday sit downs, and then I ain't really done them. So I think in 2022, why I still be trying to make it be like 2020? COVID time warp. So in 2022, yeah, my goal is to sit down and do these at least once a month. Why is that? One, doing this Vlogmas series was good for me, y'all. I decided like I was going to do it every day. It was just something out the blue, but I needed to give myself that kind of kick in the butt to just start. One. Two, listening to myself because I would often be rushing and trying to just get it done or like feeling pressure prompted because Monica is like either giving me a break or she's like asleep for a little bit. So I'm like, okay, let me get this done really quick before she screams her head off because she can't find me. We're kind of getting past that stage. She'll sit and be occupied by herself, period, when she's with her dad. But when it's me, even if I could sit there and just be nearby, I would have to be a part of her interaction. We won't even get into all of that. But I wanted to say that, yes, in 2022, my goal is going to be to do these at least once a month for the reason of accountability and also because I'm going to be doing a lot more with this channel. Y'all have seen me kind of blossom out into the different segments and sectors of my life by doing this Vlogmas series. So that was another thing that was very good for me. I'm getting used to being back in front of the camera again. I'm getting my thoughts together and thinking my thoughts and doing how I do as far as the direction of my content, but also I was just sitting down and kind of being reflective because again, it's the last Sunday of this year and I was really thinking earlier and just being grateful and it's like, I'm so happy. And I'm like one of those people, believe it or not, on this channel where I'm happy to see other people win. I'm happy to see other people succeed. And I think it's just been a lot of contentment for me, but also because I've done the work for myself to be myself and to be okay with me as the mom, me as the woman who's dealing with having had a pregnancy losses, me as the woman who's dealt with like challenges with fertility and life and work and family and friends and frenemies and ex-friends and really just sitting there and being authentic with who I am, which is how I like to think that I am all the time, but also realizing in life and in my interactions and sometimes how we allow ourselves to be tainted with the negative energies that people bring into our life and place and space. 2021 was good for me in that I kind of filtered a lot of that mess out and a lot of those people out. And it was kind of, sorry, Facebook notification. It was kind of what's the word? Like a purification of sorts, but also just like a rejuvenation, really. It's not just my skin that's skinning, it's not just my hair that's hairing and doing all the things, and still, I don't recognize this as my hair. This looks like my mama's hair on my body. So yeah, it's been a lot of that, and just I don't know if that's what comes with being over the age of 35 now and getting over that kind of. I know they say 40 is over the hill, but over the mid 30s and being into that other half of 30. When you know what you know, when know yourself, you know what you don't want to fool with and be bothered with, and you kind of weed and filter all that stuff out. That's pretty much where I am. And I won't be too long with this because I don't want this really to be longer than 10 minutes. These Sunday sit downs are just going to be times when I come check in with y'all, check in with my new folks on the channel because some of y'all may find one of my things, be it Dollar Tree stuff, vlog stuff, Costco, whatever gets you here, but you don't really get like where this channel is going because then you're looking like, all right, she got garden stuff, she got arrow garden stuff, she got. I'm a mom. I am, even before I was a mom, a person of diverse interests. On a random day in the car, I might listen to Phil Collins, I might listen to Marvin Sapp, I might listen to Lil Biggie, Tupac, all in the span of my like 15-20 minute commute. That's who I am. Throwing some Celine Dion, what else? Some REM. Like I'm real eclectic with that, and so are my activities of interest. And I know that it ain't just me. So I'm presenting myself in the totality of myself and who I am and how I am, and knowing that if you connect with it, if it again makes somebody else feel less isolated in the world, that's what I'm here for. For me, especially during the pandemic, being at home with as a new mom, not able to go out into mom circles, that's how I really got into watching more YouTube. It was like I can connect with people who are living real life and doing what I'm doing in whatever area my interest it is. And it really was key for me, I think, in kind of combating some of the isolation that you felt during COVID. At least I did, especially given that I was a mom who, in general, even without being a mom, I value community. When I was a new mom, I was like, oh, great, I'm going to go out to the mommy circles and the mommy clubs and the mommy and me jamboree and all that kind of stuff. And as soon as we were ready to go out to the world, it was March of 2020 and the world shut down. So, yeah, that's what got me here on YouTube. But even before that, this process again of Vlogmas has been awesome because it got me looking at how I was doing YouTube before. Like, if y'all really go through my channels, go through some of my playlists, like my Fix It with Fran product reviews or my self care, the facials, I have been doing like product reviews and facial stuff since like 2015, 2014 maybe, but 2016 really hardcore. Like I sat down again, I thought my thoughts, I got my focus together, and I said, what is it that I want to do? And I was doing a lot of different projects. So when I look at the things I do now, like my recent chemical peel series, I'm like, girl, you've been real focused on your face for a minute. And I don't say that in a vain way. It's not really, again, about vanity or conceit for me. It's that I want to be healthy, want to take care of myself, want to focus on things. So I'm getting up to the 9 minute mark, so I'm going to rein this back in. But one thing about me that you'll learn watching this channel, I am going to talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. I do believe that God has given us all gifts and talents that can fix some problem that exists in the world. You may not know what that is right now. You may be one of those people like, you can't fix everything. No, we can't fix everything, but we can all fix something. I believe that in the deepest core of my being. And that's one of those things all of my life, before I even knew all of what I would deal with and who I was and how life was going to go, I valued purpose. And I have always had a passion for, if nothing else, pursuing my purpose. And again, you got to do the work to really figure that out. What resonates with me in the depth of my heart and my spirit and my being? Because that's what makes a difference to me when you see a lot of these different content creators on YouTube. You can see a lot of times when folks are just kind of doing things and it's like, okay, we following the trend. This is the challenge. This is the activity. We gonna mukbang it up. But everybody's different. And when you really sit down and think about what is it that I want to share with the world? What is it that I want to put out there? I mean, some people, again, I know I can make the shallowest things deep because that's how I think. I'm introspective like that. Everybody's not that way. But Again, that's what makes some of these creators different, because you see that they're not just doing what everybody's doing, or maybe they're doing it because somebody asked them to do it, or again, they have their own community that they've established and they do. Like, don't just be copying people's videos, y'all. That's so corny. Don't just be like, oh, well, this person, Tabitha Brown, did this and that, so I'm gonna do this next. Now, my husband had me laughing because he's like, oh, you sound like Tab. We're country. I'm from North Carolina too. I'm from Eastern North Carolina. So if you find my channel and you be like, oh, I'm from the country. We from the same region. Maybe that's the similarity that you're hearing. He made me laugh with that one for real. The things that I wanted to share with y'all. Biggest thing, biggest announcement is that I have the winners for the giveaway. I have the 2 gift cards for the giveaway. So I am going to be announcing tomorrow. I thought I was going to do it today, y'all. This was really one of the key things that I wanted to share. I've been trying out StreamYard because I wanted to be able to announce it here and on Facebook and on my Instagram. I ain't figured it out yet, but I tried to log in, and I think because I don't have a subscription yet, it wouldn't let me do multiple platforms. So that's why I just came back here, said I'm gonna keep it simple, come live, talk to y'all for a little bit, because I'm sure Monica will be waking up soon, and chat with you. Get this one out for, I guess today is actually day 26. Oh, like making the band. All right, I'm gonna focus. I give myself time on task. Um, but I'm going to come back on the 27th, that should be tomorrow, and post a video with those winners. So I will show y'all like the screenshot of the total entrance. I think I showed it like one more again, like a couple of videos ago. And I will show you the screenshots of the names. So the platform that I use, I can't remember it, but it actually like had a thing where you went into the total like contestants that were entrants. You clicked on it to select however many you wanted to be winners. So I was able to just click on it. It pulled out the name. It popped up the email. It showed me the winner. I'm going to do this tomorrow as well, because while I could tell y'all the names, well, technically I can't because I'm using my phone to go live, and that's where the names are saved. I want to be able to look again and verify that they are still subscribers to my channel, because I told you, I know the numbers be changing. I know people sign up and then they go away, and I'm gonna do some giveaways on this channel, to be clear, but I'm gonna make sure you're still on here. And then some of my giveaways are gonna be for some of my more active contributors or active participants, the people that always show up in the comments, the people that drop a line. Like, I'm about community and communication. You'll learn this more about me. I'm not just trying to sit here and talk to y'all, but if you're here to listen, cool. I ain't got no problem with you. I might even look through my little logistics board and see who's giving me the most watch time, if it lets me see that. But either way, I'm going to be here for y'all, and I'm going to let y'all know stuff, and I'm going to be giving more stuff away, because gift giving is one of my love languages. It brings me a lot of joy. So for those of you who have wondered, who maybe even be like, I'm about to unsubscribe if this girl don't tell me who won, that's going to be coming. In another one of my videos, I talk about this hair situation, so there will be more of that coming. I have kept my word to y'all, and I have edited that COVID video where I got my second shot. I don't think I recorded myself when I got my booster, but I did record that, so I'm going to share that with y'all too. So y'all will see my first COVID shot video is already up. My second COVID shot video will be coming, and I'll do some kind of update and talk about the process of getting a booster. Again, I'm not the official on this. I am a medical professional, but I always say talk to your doctor, talk to your care provider. But for folks of you that are out there that want somebody to kind of like talk you through it, let you know real information, part of my background is that I was a librarian, literally. From the time I was in elementary school, I used to go into the library and shadow my librarian and like wrap books. I know how to repair a book's spine. I know how to put on book covers. I know how to do all this stuff. Well, they don't have the pockets in the books anymore, but even the little bar scan codes. I've worked in libraries in the beginning where there was the card that you sign and put the pocket in. I used to replace the pockets, replace the cards. When I was in middle and high school, I continued working in libraries. When they went digital, we did away with the card catalog. I used to be in elementary school one of the people who went into the library, took apart the old school card catalog, pulled the paper, put in the new piece, because every book would have its own card. I would put in the book card, screw it back together, put it in. Like, if you haven't realized on this channel, I'm a nerd. But there's levels to my nerdation. I'm gonna make up that word. And I remember random stuff like that. So yeah, I was one of those folks. And then when I went to college, that was my usual for part-time job. So what did I do? I went to the library and applied for jobs, and there I worked in our preservation library was my first one. So again, I was book binding, I was doing book repair, old books that were in the North Carolina collection at UNC Chapel Hill. I repaired those. So it was like dark, dank, musty library. Like I was in that part. Then I moved over to the Sonia Haynes Stone Cultural Center, and I worked in that library. So I was just kind of at the desk doing more stuff. But my first job in the library was in elementary school. I used to go shadow the librarian because I was a nerd that finished my work early, and they would be like, what can we do with this child to keep her active? So that started off there. Then I became a library page in my hometown library in Scotland County, North Carolina. And I just stayed working in libraries. I kind of, even after I graduated, I got a job at the Chapel Hill Public Library. So I don't know. Am I going to end up working in a library in New Orleans? Not sure. But I want to let y'all know that, yes, the giveaway winners are going to be announced this week. They will be announced before the new year. I give y'all my word. In one of my other videos, I talk a little bit about this hair. So y'all going to see the fro come back again, the big Q-tip swab cotton ball. It's going to come back. I will probably not get my hair. This is called a silk press. I probably will not get my hair pressed again until this is December, May or June. I might do it for Mother's Day, or I may wait till June. June is a little too hot here. We'll see how May is doing. If I get it done in May, usually it's like a quick week, and then I'll wash it and I do whatever. So that will be going on. I am going to be working out with a trainer come the new year. I actually had an issue going with my ear. Y'all hear me now sounding hopefully less congested than I've been sounding. I had to do like some nasal rinses and get back on my allergy routine. I had an issue happen last month when we came back from our cruise. I've seen cruise videos where my ear had like fluid and it was muffled, and I thought something happened when I was wearing earplugs on the cruise because we were in the where were we at? Aft? Yeah, we were in the aft, the back of the ship, and it was louder. Before when I went on my cruise in November of this year, we were in the front of the ship. And I told my husband, I said, he likes aft rooms. He had like grown up cruising in the back of the ship, aft balconies, the wraparound balconies. So we've done those. I am going to also share some of our past cruises where I didn't necessarily do a lot of footage because I wasn't thinking about vlogging, but I do have a lot of pictures. So I'm going to put those together because if you've never seen an aft wraparound balcony, we've done those rooms. We've also done the aft extended balcony rooms. So again, I got all these thoughts about the content that I'm going to have to come into y'all. I will be going back to my esthetician. I had a microdermabrasion process done after the chemical peel, and the microdermabrasion to me was like not as intense as I thought it was going to be. It was kind of like a lot of suction, but my esthetician explained it where it literally just feels like somebody's scratching on the back of your hand. Like that's how it felt, but on my face. So I'll be showing y'all that. There'll be a lot of content coming. There will be more giveaways coming. I still have started dabbling back into doing my product reviews and doing them a little more in depth. So one of the biggest things I do if I'm reviewing different things is always give a lot of things away. I, again, find joy in doing that, but sometimes I might get 3 or 4 people that want me to review, or 3 or 4 companies that want me to review a similar thing. I like to do that because it gives me comparison, especially if it's a product I haven't really been exposed to before. So it's like, okay, I did this one. If I had to say XYZ, what was my preference? I have a basis of comparison. Yeah. So for the folks of you that are out there that want to know more about product reviews, product reviewing techniques, how you get the folk to like you and want to give you their stuff, I'll be sharing more of that. But yeah, in the video about my hair, I did one recently where I had to use, telling y'all the truth, I had to use a Target mailing bag as a shower cap. The struggle was real. Short version, I'm a mama. I was trying to take a shower. My baby wasn't crying for me. I realized because this hair is straight that I needed to keep it protected. And in this guest room, I did not have any shower caps because when you're natural, you don't worry about covering your hair. You just take a shower. So yeah, I did a video and I was talking about these, what is it called? The orange and ginger energy things from Bath and Body Works. So there's this orange and ginger foaming soap that's literally in that bathroom. There's this energy body wash that's like a cream-based body wash that I love. And then this is the body wash and foaming bath. So you can use this for a bubble bath or body wash. I like the cream-based body wash too because that's more moisturizing. And then there's the scrub, which is on the other side of the bed. I'm not getting it. So I'll be sharing that with you. I will be doing more updates of like self care, body care stuff, stuff that I like. That I like. And today, if you didn't know, I think it might go through the rest of the week, is that Bath and Body Works annual sale. So if you're a person like me who waits to get some items from Bath and Body Works when they have a sale, I think the soaps right now, there's some self-care products that are like $3.50 a piece or $3.75. The soaps right now are on sale too. I'm not sure about the bubble baths, but candles, if you missed the 10.50, 10.95 candle sale, today they have candles for 11.95. So I got some candles in my car because I have some candles I wanted before in the previous sale that I didn't get. I was fortunate that one of my Christmas gifts from one of my friends were some of the candle scents that I didn't get. So look at God, want me do it. But then there's some other online exclusive scents that I want to get. So if you haven't checked out the Bath and Body Works sale, check it out. Last but not least, I have learned how to whip this hair because I had another video and I was like, I don't know how to whip hair this long. It takes a little more like that, but we getting it. So yeah, this is a ridiculous amount of hair. When we were out and about yesterday, I think I put my purse on my hair about 3-4 times in each transition from place to place. So yeah, it didn't snag as bad as I thought it might have, but yeah, my purse strap definitely caught my hair. This right here I wanted to share with y'all, and this is the 6 Sparkling Nights set that is a European tour of wines. In past years, I had done that thing where I went to like Target to get their wine advent calendar. I went to Total Wines to get their wine advent calendar, and I ended up at Winn-Dixie for their wine advent calendar. I mentioned with Monica about the advent calendars. I'm a big advent calendar girl. Like, I just like the tradition, like what it is. Won't even talk about that now because we've already gone past the 10-minute mental mark I had for myself, 15. Now we're at 20. This is not going to be a video that's longer than 30 minutes. I promise you that. So I wanted to mention this now because going into the new year, today is the 26th, so 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 days. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. So I guess December has 31 days. Is that right? So if I'm starting on the 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. My plan was to do exactly this. Since it's 6 of these different wines, despite the fact that it is not a true advent calendar, I wanted to use the 6 nights leading up into the new year to explore these wines. So I found this at Costco. If I didn't already say that, there's a Champagne Viel France. It's a Brut wine. There's Baron Valrhone Brut Rosé. I'm making these pronunciations up, so if you know better, say it better than me. Then there's a Spumante Dolce and a Prosecco, another Cavado, and a Sick Brut by Splendid. I'm gonna hold them up so you can see. I have not taken these out the first time. So this is the Brut, the Champagne Viel France. Ta-da. And then this other one is the Rosé. And these are 375 milliliters apiece. Then there's this Moscato that we know we're going to enjoy. I have not really been disappointed by many Moscatos in life. A few. I've been a sweet wine girl in the past. My husband and I were laughing because we went on our anniversary cruise in December and sidebar. For my Carnival cruise folks, and other cruise folks, if you've ever wondered about Carnival, one of my biggest tips that I would give anybody is that when we go on the cruise, if you go to the steakhouse, that's one of the specialty selections in Carnival Cruise Line, so it's not going to be included in your cruise fare, but it is a very reasonable steakhouse dinner where it's $38 a person. I think that even includes like the added on gratuities, I think, but I could be wrong about that. I know that the base rate for it is $38 a person. That includes a 3-course meal. You'll get an appetizer, and you can select multiple appetizers. You get one entree and a dessert. I think they may give you more than one dessert, but like if you wanted to do Like one of the options is a filet mignon. You can get that with a lobster tail. If you wanted to add on a lobster tail, like we used to be able to do in the dining room, you'd have to pay an additional fee. Whereas in the dining room, on the nights where they have lobster night, which I have also learned is now on the cruises that are longer than 5 days. So if you go on a, what is it, 2, 3, 4 day, 5 day cruise, there's not going to be a lobster night. If you go on a 6 and above night cruise, you should have a lobster night. If you go on a 14 day cruise, which I'm trying to do in my life one day, I think you may even get 2 lobster nights. But back on the steakhouse, when you go on the cruise, if you make a reservation for the steakhouse, you can make your steakhouse reservation before you ever get on the boat. My husband and I have done that. You can go into the Carnival Fun Shops, book the steakhouse. It will ask you to select the night in your choice, or if they're not allowing you to select it yourself, they'll tell you that someone from the steakhouse will be contacting you, the maitre d', and you'll get your assigned time. So the key thing about this is if you want to get the free bottle of wine, you go on the first night of the cruise or the second night. My husband and I used to go back and forth about whether or not we wanted to go the first night or the second night, because we used to think that you had to dress up a little nicer for the steakhouse, but the steakhouse kind of follows the dress code of the night. It may require a jacket for men or gentlemen. I'll try to look back and maybe do a whole nother video about this. I will do a separate video that makes these points clear, since I'm just talking off the cuff right now. But key thing is, go the first or the second night and you get a free bottle of wine. They make the announcements on the ship, but when they start saying that sometimes you can't hear it because it's only using the hallway speakers and not the interior room speakers, other times it's like you're just getting in the room, you're getting settled. If you've never been on the ship before, you're trying to get oriented with where you're going, and people miss the announcements, because still to this day I've met people that when we mention it, they don't know. So this Fix It With Friend tip that y'all gonna get right now is, if you go on a Carnival cruise and go to the steakhouse the first or second night, you get a free bottle of wine. This time, I mean, it'll either be a red wine or a white wine, and they'll give you the option of, usually a table wine is what I was trying to say, and they'll give you the option of, if you don't like the red, because the red for us was a Merlot. The white wine was a Chardonnay. That's how Merlot came out of my mouth, because I was thinking Merlot and Chardonnay, and it came Merlot. That could be an interesting name, not for one of my kids, but anyway. We decided to get the Merlot because I still haven't found a Chardonnay that I particularly like. I'm working on it. But we loved it. Now, we looked it up, and it was a little $8 bottle of wine. It was free. We bought 2 bottles of wine on board with us. I said that in one of my previous videos about Carnival Cruise Lines, that each adult can bring on one full, was it 750 milliliter bottle of wine per adult over age 21. So we did that, and then afterwards I said, I need to look at some more. I need to look at some more Merlots, because I liked that one. And I had some Merlots on the shelf that had come from our Wink membership, but we hadn't tried it. So where was I going with this story? Yeah. I've been disappointed by a lot of red wines in life, but I feel like, is it also getting over that age 35 hump where now, like, a drier wine is not as offensive to my palate as it used to be. So I'm excited to explore some more of those, and I'll be sharing that with you. I think that was the long and the short of my story, is that y'all gonna be seeing more wine stuff. You'll be seeing more self-care, facial treatment stuff. You'll be seeing more, what did I already say, hair content? It's a lot of stuff coming. Back to the box. Oh, blessed be. So another tip to know from our Carnival Cruise Line folks is that, let's say you're not a red wine person, or you don't really like the white wine that they're offering for free. If you don't want to get those bottles, they offer you, I believe, 20% discount on the other selection of wines that they have available. So again, if you're looking for ways to save money, not do too much, it can really work out for you. And the steakhouse dinner, regardless of, even if you don't go on one of those bonus nights to get a free bottle of wine, is still a really good meal. Like, we went the first night, then we did some other places. I think the last night of our cruise, or kind of going towards the end of the cruise, I was asking my husband if he wanted to go again. And I was like, hey, you want to go again? I'll go. It was good. I don't mind. Like, last time was your treat. Can this time be my treat? He said he didn't want to go, but I did really want to go. So this again, Prosecco. I'm not necessarily a Prosecco girl, and this is supposed to be an extra dry white sparkling wine. I'm still trying to find a Prosecco that I really like, that I'm a fan of, because I would like to know, like, okay, I like this. Like, I know I like still, I see something that when I want that type of wine, that kind of sparkling, a little bit dry, a cut, I go and get that one. So I want to be able to know my catalog of different wines and kind of have my own tastings. And I have this wine game that my husband and I are going to be playing where you kind of go through and write down the different notes and if it's quaffable, if it's whatever, the flavors and what palate comes through for you. Like, I want to do all that kind of stuff. So I'll be sharing that with y'all too. This here is the Cava Brut that I was mentioning. And last but not least is this Sector Brut by Splendid. So I'm going to be tasting those again because it's 6 nights and I wanted to do it the 6 nights going into the new year. I will be trying one of these every night. I'll be trying one of these tonight. Might be the Moscato. I think that's what I want to do. So just want to touch it with y'all, let y'all know that there's lots of news coming to the channel, and it should be exciting for the new year. Just stay tuned, ride with me, rock with me, roll out with me, and you'll get to grow and go along on the journey. So, as always, this is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. And again, I tell y'all all the time, but I truly, truly believe that God has given us all gifts and talents that can fix some problem that exists in the world. And while we may not be able to fix everything, I want to encourage you to remember, encourage you to really seek out that thing for yourself, that we can all fix something. Until next time, I pray that you will find that thing and fix it. Thanks for watching. This was my little Sunday sit down. I'll be back at you next month with another one. I guess I'll try to do it the last week of the month. So at the end of January, you know, when I say it, I got to be accountable to myself and accountable to y'all. So at the end of January, I'll be back with another Sunday sit down. I appreciate y'all. I've seen our numbers growing. I've seen us turn into more of a body of community, and I want us to start having more of these kind of community type interactions. So once I figure out how this StreamYard thing works, I'm going to be able to see y'all's comments, see y'all popping up, see y'all coming in, and we're going to go and grow. So Happy New Year. If I don't post or say anything or go live again before the new year, have a happy new year. Have a blessed new year. Let's grow. Let's grow. Let's grow. You're going to hear me saying that a lot. Let's grow. Let's grow. And if I go live, y'all will realize how much songs in the key of Friends Life is a thing. Like, I speak in melodies and song associations and little catchphrases all the time. If you become anybody that is clicked with me or matters to me, you'll end up having an associated song. So anyway, I have rambled and talked to y'all now beyond 32 minutes. But I've had fun doing this. Monica is not up yet, so she probably will be soon. I'm going to go run for real, for real. So till next time, bye y'all.